The book of Proverbs tells us how we should be wise and, of course, what we should not do to avoid being foolish. These are the two ways that I just discussed about reasoning. We can reason wisely or we can reason foolishly, godly or non-godly. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. Now, once again, I'm going to make a little bit of a quantum leap here. What does the oil represent? Well, the oil represents the Holy Spirit here. The oil is what gives you the light. And the first thing that God created in creation was light. And of course, it was the Holy Spirit that moved across the waters that made this light, that became the light, so to speak. So here we have these virgins. They've got the lamps, but no Holy Spirit, so to speak. But the wise took their vessels with their lamps, while the bridegroom tarried. So once again, we have the brides and the bridegroom. They all slumbered and slept. Now, notice this here. They were sort of getting ready, and in fact, they were ready, and they thought that the bridegroom's arrival was imminent. It was going to take place. And of course, the bridegroom didn't show up. When the bridegroom doesn't show up, so they get tired. Yeah, we get tired, and that's what happened here. And this is what happens with us today. When somebody doesn't show up, what are you going to do? Well, we wait, and then we get impatient, and finally we go off and do something else. And that's what happened here. And at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom comes, and you out to meet him. All of a sudden, boom, he shows up, which is, remember, these are parables, but these parables are showing us lessons. And so the return of Christ is going to be while they're alive. Christ is going to come now. Well, a lot of people have died and Christ hasn't come yet. And the fact is, we have to be very, very careful because we don't know when Christ is going to come. But what he's saying here is he is going to come, and it looks like he's going to come at a moment when we're not thinking that he's going to come. He's almost pulled a fastie on us in that sense. But he wants to see whether we're going to hold fast until he comes. That's what's important here. All those virgins arose in verse 7, and they trimmed their lamps because, they the lamps burn, and so you have to trim them. You have to keep them going properly and keep them clean as they should be. And the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out. No Holy Spirit. No, that's their problem here. But the wise answered, saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us and you. But go you rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves. In other words, they didn't have a stock.
Uncover the mystery of Adam and Eve's nakedness. Unravel the ambiguous connection between the Hebrew term for naked and the serpent's subtlety. Join us for this free mini-course and gain a profound new perspective on biblical Hebrew. TheExplanation.com/naked